See, it is what it is. The minister, or your minister, the sense of what oversee education.
Okay.
The proper designation right now, no, president representative at the meeting. Maybe come press secretary tonight. The academic media also will come baby.
Okay, but the fear and rumors are parents be if you say express. I'm not doing that whole and mommy be framing.
Okay.
Say, as a mashada say, my friend, wa a buying school mono. Mo pese mo place woman sana. Ma place omo JHS for mo free private school no. And we are no saying yes as in free running.
What happens is that results no ba na ye placement na you feed your free be automatic run. I don't know, over 90% of the fed into the system. Everybody's data, everybody. The only ones I hear the special ones are seminarians, any special schools for disabled people now because I don't need a manual placement. And a school beyond so category A schools, you know. To tell me I'm in Poko or any other schools. 5% protocol and also your reserve space no more. Apart from that, you put everything into the system. Everything. You'll be able to say you place a buying school and some private school, no,
okay.
Everybody goes in at the same time. The baba out, will be no you place here and place me. On my young place, your money, so on my any of 5 choices. It is our argument and you based on any data.
But it's frustrating. Sabo Frabina, we are 18, the choices of schools are selecting in when ya they know what to baby. How does that happen? The last time, yes.
We had that discussion.
Yes.
A lot of the requests are Abana 18, 20, no. In fact, 18, 20, generally speaking, when you look at the top mark is 6, now 18 are actually. But you may have someone a combination of choices, no. Because, for instance,
let me question clear.
Sure.
We will be now 26. And so when you have the choice of school, and so we are 18, and so they did not want to baby food for when you cry.
Yes. A strategic choosing of schools. Until I babble home the rule back in October.
Yes.
Because if, two examples. If Nikofa, let me use Oba example, offer Wesley Girls, first choice. Now offer Manfe, Methodist, which is a very good category B school, second choice. Now offer third choice, say Ghana National, which is also very competitive category B school. Now fourth choice, offer, let's say ATTC, which is also very competitive. Now offer day school, Achimota, which is also competitive. Now offer general science. Now offer boarding throughout, apart from the day option of the day now. A possible so big. But on the other, a possible so big miss out.
Okay.
Because at every level, no, or competing for boarding space, or competing for program, no, science, for instance, and or competing for school. So you are competing at 3 very competitive levels. It's with your aggregate 18, no. Everybody would tell you, say Wesley Girls, forget it. Manfi Girls, forget it.
Okay.
Ghana National, forget it. Achimota Day, forget it. Now, go out, I don't know. Obi Benya 37. Warren is on the level. Wakofa ABR. Some other schools are any as competitive. I don't want to mention names.
Yes.
ABR community day schools, B, Wafa, other schools are Sebi, which they can because of you said with the ability. It was first schools to be so competitive. Most also any friends on touchline. On touchline, that means when your schools not at least tobacco. You'll be making for 13 when you're the first choice. Because first choice not fire. It be in your competitive school. Now would be in your 12. Now when you're the first or second or third choice. It's a question of the combination of choices of schools however far. Because category B schools now the second choice. No, it be a competitive change. And a category C schools, it be a competitive change. It's a school however far. And I always say this, so what say, maybe just in the gone. Now, if I presect boarding, you're risky. But if I presect there, you have a better chance. Every girls, general arts, will be at 8, boarding. That was the last grade of the room. 9, boarding, will be at 21 of every girls' day on your general arts.
I see.
And so, day boarding, any program, no, it make a big difference. Science is very competitive compared to, say, visual arts and business.
Or general arts.
It is a offer It is offer nipa mienu na possible say obi benye ja obi. And usually no there are several combinations that can ho it will lead to that. And yes, you could place a buying school in you place you
okay. Many Rodney Nkrumah Boateng train and come I mean Kyle say total at the Total Trucksy Club no at the aba. Adara for asumupa ti o ye trotro driver taxi driver na onfa ho enhyema bomaden say odo ho behyemu ebi fa so bebre na benya de free mu. For instance, group personal accident insurance cover worth up to 6,000 Ghana cedis for your hospital bills and any other form of disability. And ye de bema and I say amazing gift to hodema every 5 drivers are be invited no more aba Trucksy Club no emu plus top 300 drivers no yamamu free fuel busumi bia yamamu free fuel enti shenin so sanso na kwenya betimi ada ho ama na fe yesiu Trucksy hine ewa area Trucksy hine ewa area na no so eho achede bia no ye de amount Bora Total filling station bia na kwana kwa register u Total Trucksy card free register we ya so na ye chewa chede ya register free the amount no na ye chewa chede e de account. Use your Total Trucksy card to buy fuel oil at any Total station and enjoy mega discounts on fuel and lubricants. Enti Shannon son na fe achede wu bia no so yemfa Emma Jack join the best club in Ghana, the Total Trucksy Club. Total Trucksy Club still a bosso keke. Agorod, yan Dwaso. Senior high schools do was saying, and I'm afraid do was saying,
okay. Senior high schools are Okroma 721, public senior high schools.
721, yes. Okay.
Now, the total amount of space, look at the individual seats all across the country, 532,347.
532,347.
Yes.
Okay.
And when I almost qualify, because you'll be able to qualify. Or when you're English and maths, English and maths, 9. Want to go senior high school in the first place. Why you with all do results? Why you cancel results? You're going to change. That's about 40,000. And when I almost qualify, say a bit place you have 482,574.
482,574.
What it means is that you were 49,773 extra spaces. So the problem isn't space, and your distribution. Be up so called particular schools. And whilst you have some schools that are yet about 3, 4, 5 times oversubscribed, you have schools who are undersubscribed. In other words, choosing some because it's swatching spaces. If you may have a school 1,000, last time by my examples,
yeah.
Off the top of my head, like Achimota was 1,100 spaces, only 19,000 applications. Ghana National, you had 35,000 applications for 1,250 spaces.
Wow.
Yes. And there are some schools Abia, 1,000 spaces are gonna be 200 and apply. So they have 800 extra spaces. Into the issue, any say you need space. So what Cham Korana Guswa, and I make 49,000 spaces Ebeka. The only thing is that Obia person of course certain schools. And from time immemorial, over time, many time. Every child exercises choice. It won't mean for Akoran go to school own choose here. And it's not like other countries that you have to choose within your district and that you cannot travel outside your district to school. You pretty system because of the boarding school and all of that. You have space but the distribution. That is why when your school self-placement portal schools na you can choose from there. And so far and got 151,266 in the any of their 5 choices out of 482,000 normal qualified.
And Corrado do saying
151,266.
And on 5 choices.
Yes, but as at this
morning,
as at this morning, not out of this number, it was 69,949. It's me a system also. I could place you can go to those schools.
Okay.
151,000, almost 69,000 in the school. through self-placement. When your choice is to move here, and of course system no so no. Or could check in the schools that were available. Ultimately, move back on open. Or placing home or printing and print out. Or school work or register because school no. Or here placement no system no so now. A school no system. So the because school anything no mind rolling and getting prospectors a man.
Okay. Samba hope you na yatwa. So let's a few of Facebook commenter. Abba Nafi Yentwa and Komo Twetwe. So we say Kofi Adumako says it's never true that they are placing government schools first. Okay. Nasa wakandi atwa of Rodney, Nasa Mokai no we say Washington G to say ask Mr. Rodney that I've checked my school, but I didn't get placement. I'm trying to do self-placement, but they say the voucher code is not valid. But it's the same voucher I used to check for my school. Rodney.
You're setting up call centers, and it's a technical issue. You're setting up call centers. So what challenge be offer or more on resolve one more. Meet with the number not to so if you
sure.
0900 800 700
0900 800 700.
Second one also 0302 987 654 0302 987 654. These two numbers so fra your obenya break a kind of waking you through because nipa free a dos hopefully be above from anope but two friend on saka obi say tibia de cost be with voucher they'll let you know.
Okay. Emmanuel confidence. CJ, my sister has passed all right, but she didn't get any of her choices. She has checked it 3 times, and they have given her options of schools outside Accra, and she wants to change it, but she can't. For her, she wants to be placed in Accra.
Okay. First of all, Oko system no so self-placement now. We enter with index number na do kwa. You maybe move straight to the self-placement, but then you enter options. You can choose to start open boarding. Who enter boarding now I enter program open. Who enter boarding now a list of schools available in the whole country.
Okay.
They offer boarding for various programs. In Tobacco ABR, so and so senior high school, Agric, so and so senior high school, business. Then you choose one. So umpe boarding now per day. You can then go and click on the day option. Maybe I'll say umpe day within your district. And I open outside your district. Because if you are not more for me, it's Bogatanga, meet me Uncle Bogatanga Senior High School. And now I say, be per day within my district. And now for whatever reason, I can go outside. Then also I'm out options. So it is when I go through, now I selected the open. And Sana will click on not a place who honor and Sana printing. But what it is, the beauty of this year is that for whatever reason, no, which is school, not later we decide to say, you can go back and change it.
Oh, okay.
Now, if there are schools in Accra, vacancy them one. Click on. If there are no schools in Accra, what it means is that Accra schools are Yema. And you see, because Accra is capital, all schools are Yema. Some of them, it be called a new.
Okay, Ronnie, I can say school I am. Na a man I announce so a group maybe a protocol.
Yes. For instance, let me give you an example. Let's say school be the capacity 1,000. The access campus, everything facilities. Only to have 1,000 students. 5% the protocol for school now. The money old boys near him for name. Sorry, no, school there.
Okay.
So that leaves 950. It's a vacancy now. I am an 950. Headmaster then if 5%, become 1,000. The school is full.
Okay.
It's when we say the school is full, ahead of placement, the school be declared the vacancies over. Together with GS, we cross check sometimes, so sometimes we might discover say if there space can become. But the capacity is then set, and then you feed into the system any ranking. If you do that number now, that is where it levels off. But you see, the thing is that Accra schools, even the category, name it to Kwabena Community Day, a category C school, but I am. Why? Because of baby, a lot of children choose it as their day option. What a domain, what a Kwabena, what a Hacho,
yeah.
What even atomic junction, grandpa, straight car, Ufri, Brikusuba. It's a very well located. It's a school like that, maybe grandpa and could pay self placement also because I am. Because the schools are and it could be self-placement. So, in a very possible so the system, no. Now for a commercial, an urban place like Accra, and Kumasi, and Cape Coast, and Takwa, even the category C schools are all no, and therefore self-placement also. Because the whole point of self-placement, schools are omoda space. It is a Kwabenya and St. John's and Chimota Ayama, then it will not find its way to self-placement portal among green coaches.
But some years self-placement, I met me as a son.
Yes, and the payer will be friendly. And I'm concerned. But no, so computer and the Akorana so and okay, my index number, Meticam, and through my phone, me check it, not a memo home. But what the child had done was that near self-placement. And I'm a friend, and I'm saying, I can't in your school. No, say I went in your school. And I'm saying, then whether or no Ankasa and now through someone, no, or could choose him. The class in Korea we had you. And I'm saying, okay, you know what? The good thing is that this year, not yet, starting this year, it's Mr. Sam.
Okay.
Because previously, no, in a situation like this, no, are lucky. What's the sunny ye? Now it will lead to a lot of frustrations. But we are saying, say, because we go cafe for na cafe attendant Nangasa Echuzu school amano or se cobra. No, I mentioned it last year.
Yes, last year we
had skip number cafe or se cobra. Na cafe attendant Nangasa Kupi school amano. Eti akwara no beba no na wako Echuzu school amana ne ma me say akwara wado do but not we. So we looked at our systems and then decided to say no. We will open it up. The only time I want to mean Sisano, where I want to out to school, who register. And that's just open school.
Yeah.
The only local school really that's it. You are locked in. But until so lock in, self-placement, you can change it. Note, automatic placement, you can't change it. Because you are placed within one of your 5 schools.
You
don't have that luxury. But who are wearing then you have that leeway. So we me at some. 80 years, we call self-placement. Now could pay school A. Maybe pass your pay, Mamma said they be made them pay. You can go back and change it. And now could I say me pen, Mamma said they be meeting my PTA meetings in the Costa. You can go back and change it, any problem.
Okay. Back to my Facebook comment. Bernice Dufflin was saying some of the total raw score do not reflect the aggregates the candidate had. And that made them not get their choices of schools. How can someone with aggregate how can someone with aggregate 8 raw score be 235?
Because this year, raw score they are calculating on the basis of the 4 core subjects, not 6. First, not 4 core subjects: English, Maths, Integrated Science, and Social Studies, plus 2 best electives. This year, you're based only on the core because so it is a fairer way to judge everybody. So as a matter of policy, this year, your raw score is over 400 more or less because you 4 subjects. That is why it may look as if they were 4, but because you 4 subjects now, you do a computation for raw scores.
Okay, Justice Entry or Cecilia. One thing I will suggest is that they should attach religion to the school's names so that when you are choosing the school, you know what religion the school is in. Oh, okay. I don't know if you get. I
understand the question, but I disagree. Every year, we are publishing what is called a school register. Now, school register. The school register, school choice now. They have all that information if you want, but we won't. Of course, system is a Catholic school and now
Islamic school.
If I want to go to Poco area, I should be able to find out what denomination the school is. I think quite basic.
Yeah.
Plus, in any case, Ahmadiyya schools in there, I think it's quite obvious.
Yes. Yes. And a
Saint schools.
Saint.
What they are. But there are a lot of schools who are more religious. Methodist, Tema Methodist, so Presbyterian boys. I mean, in some cases, the name is
okay. Last year, we had this issue of certain heads of senior high schools. That's all my need enough space for her. I remember, I don't want to go back and mention a name again, but there's a school in the Central Regional, say Ghana Education Service, in a little bit of issue. This year,
because you see, what it is that ahead of placement, the school is supposed to declare its spaces, so that GES together with the school agree. Say, South School way, most space here 1,000. Mubefa borders to say, Mubefa days to say, science, Mubefa say, general. So all that is pre-agreed, and then it goes into the portal now you be automatic run. Once the system is full, okay, headmaster no more. So 1,000 will declare, 1,000 will declare. So they mention 80. But
that is where the issue is. Headmaster never declare 900.
Yes.
And so now on the grounds for school honor, go to have a 1,000 and 1,002.
But you see, the thing is that now, no, and yes, headmaster Langa Satiman is that's why I said GS and the school agree.
Okay.
It's yes, headmaster no, at in the school, now we declare. And sometimes, these figures get revised. I'll give you an example. Me and school,
okay.
We declared a certain number. But then that was on the basis of renovations. Be a school honor. You bet me a plus, and you don't need to be a yes. You bet me a before placement. Unfortunately, COVID delays since they couldn't come on stream. The numbers had to be revised because you're maintaining the same number now. A bedroom honor, because about 3 dormitories are out of use because of the renovations. Plus new dormitory now yes in the area. It is sometimes because and it happens the other way too. Sometimes we declare 1,000. A bedroom placement, so now a beer, PT and our old boys are busy dormitory back to be amount, and our classroom block back to be amount. So your numbers have gone up. You can then let GS know, say, oh, my numbers are costing because my dormitory be and now my classroom block be ahead of schedule. These things happen. My Kaiser 2017, and we had those up and downs, a lot. But last year, I don't think we had that much because headmaster, you stand nothing to gain.
Okay. Ronnie, double track na ekoso.
Double track na ekoso for Form 2. Form 1 a single track.
Okay, one call room to say a single track.
Yes. And a Form 2 double
I see.
track and a Form 3 a single track.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
See, I say he phased out. He be on JME. And you see your own.
Why are they?
The numbers were up. You could have 523,000 and a true BEC. And they move 482 and a qualified to be placed.
482,000
and a qualifier to be placed. 41,000 and you're disqualified because of English 9 or Maths 9. And now say you withhold your results. And now say you're disqualified. Why I cancel all my results.
You withhold the results, no. For a day for
it could be a suspicion of examination malpractices. Why no reason to feel say there was some cheating and something. They may withhold an individual's results and now say they may withhold the whole of the class results. I know why issues because they run the examinations. We just provide the centers.
Okay, all right. Emmanuel Confidence. I say if my sister wants to change the school options given. School options given unless she chooses one before she can change it, right? Because she wants a day school in Accra. Emmanuel Confidence.
I think so when in your school that's where choosing school be that let's assume so we choosing school, let's say Volta Regional. Obey to me, I go back, I go change. So long as someone can register, obey me, I go back, I go change. But change now, I go say Accra schools were system, so why not? Accra school system, so then it is what it is. There's nothing then she will have to make do with maybe a winner.
So me portal no so schools no region, respective regions no eka ho and any hosa.
Any hosa, if I'm right. I think it's any hosa.
Because I know then it's going to inform my choice or my selection.
But what for instance, it may be a little bit of a long route, but if I go and I see for instance Avatima Senior High School, right? Of course, you can't just say Avatima necessarily wouldn't be a even though it may sound obvious. I just put an example.
Yeah.
Let's say you don't know where it is. You don't have to choose immediately. You can quickly Google it and then you'll get every school is literally on the system. You can get it. I agree. Probably, looking forward, every school should have, even if it's Western Regional WR, so that it is easier to tell which regional school.
Yes.
It might inform a parent's decision.
Yeah.
Say, I had your wadodo, and now, Central Region, they say, that sort of thing. So I agree. Some schools will have more, and yet obvious where it is, unless location leading can school, like Tema Day or Tema Senior High, then say, and our Senior High, then say, But some schools, yes, I agree.
Okay, but so compare last year and this year, the issue of man select her and edema to her man choose school no as computer ne dem akwa to her. That frustration and not parents, you know, but the selection of schools last year you gave an advice.
Yes.
Say abofrano waba betro so hwe no ano. Ese awofo no ne abofrano. Etimi etnase.
Yes.
Na womo adwuni chia say, okay, first choice ahane pese yefa, second choice, third choice. Na fe ne aka kanya ene sa. What did to last year one Sachayaba?
I think so Sachayaba because last not me choose school then you present the evidence when you're not aware. That mean you got number 2 crying, that mean good that sort of thing. Now above from considerably. Now people would accept so I'm coming for school we name no. I feel them in bed. And now no be a 12 all sorts of but specifically and I think it's a public education a payoff. I think it's our form how many call compared to last year. No, I think it's our form how many call because school choices no more. It's in terms of akolana and no. Apart from even though there are a few things, for instance, they make no pay. So we show akolana and family so put not go to mem. The Korea say na one family all right, but self placement. In some cases, so be print out and will be framing. Akolana and commercial girls no go to commercial girls. I'm saying about say, mommy, next number. The real name. Screen number and I'm screenshotting of the command. I'm seeing Master Girl second choice. Oh, sir, I didn't know me. I mean, the man can't share me. Or say the offer, so man can't share. So you still have those instances where one for only a claim coming out of I don't want to use the word ignorance, but lack of awareness. And no, but or compare the sort of if you should never start here by your I don't know. I don't know ministry.
Okay.
Say you're closing flat and Jubilee Jubilee House, I don't know you're closing. You're closing when the trees in power. Closing Independence because of coming here. We have mass congregation. We hope that the helplines will help people to resolve whatever issues. There are some issues that nobody can resolve for you. For instance, my particular school, my general arts, but I feed them in general science, it won't work.
Oh, I see.
That's why you have to be careful about every school.
Sir, me for science, but to say I'm sure.
Me for science, my school, but I feed them in
me business and general arts. You
have to do what you have because you see. Business in general arts and also is being ranked for a rank it choose ama that's why it's been cut off. And how then do we place you in the general arts class? Because almost over 40 and 100 almost for 40 no they compete almost all general science who compete in general science are rank what the hell obi so compete in general arts are ranking no a ranking ma then cut it off. It is almost okojo I cut it off because of class na ema it's almost okojo now here now cut it. It's a change of subject. That's why both the child and the parent must be careful about placement. So who choose to be very careful. You can't go shopping. And you can't change from day to boarding. The first school day, I feed them in boarding. No. Because day now fire, because they know you're less competitive. It means we may not day now if you want to open boarding.
Okay, educators, Rodney. In Kitaudia, and say coso between the parents and the child. I'm a fan of third year, no, about better for you should have that conversation. What do you want to do? What school do you want to go to? Because you see, obi ohonoma school no particularly no person oko. Because if any papa be na ni be na eko ha na so admire school no. It is school no man any program at all. Obaka akoye. Obi ohon so a particular program no person ye regardless of school crobeko. That conversation must be had so that you are clear no man and akwala no strength no you must be honest with yourself. This is a particular school way because some schools are very competitive. Science, there are some schools be oko find out aggregate 7, 8. Ongo. It's as simple as that. There are some schools people also unya 10. A decent schools unya 10 you can gain admission. It's you have to be honest with yourself and assess your strength. Parent, child, teacher, some conform yourself must have that conversation ahead of school choices so that you don't get some of the and the choosing must be strategic. Because in some category B schools here extremely competitive. In Magana National yes.
Cape Coast, Cape Coast category A schools they tend to take Ghana National Agri or University practice. It's a honor pressure. So Wesley Girls was 5,000 people in the fire for 600 spaces, you know. Ghana National 35,000 in the fire for 1,200 spaces, and 35,000 it will be first choice, but your second choice also for a lot of children who applied for at the Saddle, Holy Child, Wesley Girls, that sort of thing. Every girls, no, any St. Roses, no, be brave for Manfi girls, second choice. It's a more Manfi, very, very competitive because you'll be obeying 7 or when you're every girls, or come Manfi. In 2 crack 10 they also, oh, now Manfi, second choice, they also mean, not necessarily, because if you know the 7 or when you're every girls are now St. Roses,
Abipio, yeah.
Yes, your choice of schools, no, must be strategic. Because look at the DH, I want here, look at about 10, 11. Now we have to see all your schools. Yeah. Because at every level, we are choose a very competitive school.
Okay.
And as I said, if you say to school B as a day student, a decent schooler, you are probably better playing it safe. Now, alcohol. So if you can, what's legal on campus? Now, go fetch motor boarding. Now we are how. Because you can easily go as a day student.
Okay, but to boarding met me as a society and I said me a day student.
In fact, to be honest with you, who about enough is so good. I say you can't just what to do. You do if you do nothing, if you do about 3 days go about it. You say forget it.
Okay, if you do go about it, there no bedding.
If you have got it can be a different issue. If you fracture, there is 2 different things, but it's still the same distance between the 2 floors. Every proposal is different. So the point remains to say, changing from day to boarding is extremely difficult. In fact, literally impossible.
Okay, possible flash. Or say, CJ, please, I made self-placement for my junior brother. Can we change the school when we gain protocol in another school?
So long as you haven't gone to enroll in your school. Who can enroll here? Protocol is free here for back. They go through, you cannot change.
Where enrollment means say actually much.
Wako physically go school.
Wako school. Wako prospectus. Okay.
Waka school. The only time you can move from that school is after 1 year and only a transfer. It is when need the protocol be so. Now we are confident the protocol will go through. Then even though when you self-placement, you know, just know say who can register with self-placement school. No, ABI in school I come and share that so. But ABI. Who of a be or protocol or a particular school be, and now penny bishop be of a particular church or only school be, maybe a Methodist church, Wesley Girls, almost slaughter her, and our old girls almost slaughter her. And I say it's being worked upon her because we're in school at all, and we're self-placement that. Oko yet and we repay. Wesley Girls, your mom admission grant won't even come because a local old school. And we had that instance about 2 years ago.
I see.
And then a parents too. Among worry bill. And I'm say a buy na kola na school. And I'm no take a class up self placement am akoda no. And a papa no esi o ye protocol which man na fe na say check akra. Na ma say papa no just o nem worry bill until you feel you know those are issues. And no ba no go register akoda no because you be school no go register akoda no in school. 2 days later, na protocol here ready. I feel na according to be also school protocol, and it was in one of our top schools. When you generally through headmaster, I feel na according to be because my man register with the other school. According school.
Maybe a phone line.
The answer to the question is yes.
Okay, maybe a phone line on a month for more questions. Name send me a chair or margin. One more ebisa. Na yafani batches na I respond to 0302216561 0302216562 0302216561 0302216562 mene ora Rodney and Chroma Boateng and Twetwen and Komo o ase bisabi now pese ye boa wa no ya 0302216561 216562 Uncle,
yes sir.
The issue of monetization of spaces by heads of senior high schools obi am 5 spaces you are but that quite 5 be and headmaster media for about 1,000 brana mouse space for about 2,000 be brana mouse space. How are we avoiding some of these issues? But try not to harm me. Now me call line to me ba na my bedje imwaye. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, we didn't be akasa free.
Desmond Katafi.
Desmond Teshi Yentiu.
Pacho, me come school yellow crabo, me ho ba na baby or Teshi, Anna me to across in high. Boarding by many day.
Uchu so across senior high boarding. But when your day? When your day?
Pacho.
Into how on the saying?
Me because you've been coming to us and me say coming to me feel one bad day into non comfort boarding.
Okay. What's in the same business?
But you see, so of our class near high, now when you're there, that is because of our whole day. You will not get
intimate myself, my boarding, so computer number me day.
When you be, man, say, how many the index number online?
Desmond, Jinasona for index number no Emma me producer no. Why?
Pastor, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Me Pastor, your friend me Jonas na me Pastor me personally bisa certain of CBA visual impaired students young kwa your placement say denser.
Visually impaired students or just say one more placement no adding pa.
Me Pastor.
Okay. Oh, you are no. Why?
Okay,
oh, you are.
Chief, you can't say yes special placements.
Yes.
For visually impaired and hearing impaired for and only a manual. It is done separately. Once you are aware, sir, or this issue, those are isolated. Now you get placement.
Okay, it's 2 minutes. Now fire film. How is the manual placement done?
The manual placement is done physically. Say your data. No?
Your data into our choose.
Almost physically. Visually impaired, hearing impaired, and seminarians like St. Hubert Seminary. Almost seminarian because almost examination, entrance examination, and you're open to everybody, of course. To entrance examination, not GS receive details. And no, not automatic placement. No.
Okay.
It is done manually.
And Tiania is so free on
helpline now. Or mobile explaining when the manual placement will be done. I think it's in progress.
Okay. All right. And
you're part of way, no? Because of the ability.
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Udin. Everyone saying? Daniel Casafrain. Daniel Yentiu.
Pacho, yes, sir. Akurabako was say a manuscript. Now, I or call a placement to Yaman option be say. On fear first could be known to see. But or custom chairman and I mean, say, you pesaka maybe say, aggregate no, your fact of him say. My almost going to say, yeah, aggregate no, aggregate 30 and the last, and I get one.
Okay, officer who say aggregate na hefana ekokopem say e fa kopem aggregate say intibato doctor no down mami. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, Udin.
Your friend me charm.
E cha ka safrin.
Dan so my.
E cha yentio.
Me pa cho me ba me fa St. Louis and a man na omo di St. Mary's and a man day. Me so me per boarding e Kumasi. Na mpacha no so be anything because me a single parent and kolani emi if I saw me na many ko mu ho baby baako
I'm saying last week last year sa issue we ebi phone lines no ebi ba app say but 2 minutes for your quick reactions then come back to the phone line.
Let me deal with the last one.
Yeah.
Akwano for St. Louis probably boarding, yes. But Osaf in the day choice, na likely so for St. Mary's as in the day school. And now when you're the first choice, when you're the last choice, which is St. Mary's Day. And yes, it would be the to St. Mary's, Wabra for St. Louis. day, because the presumption is that you're no training in St. Mary's. But what happens is that offer 5 choices. I'm sure so far St. Louis boarding, minimum the aggregates, but we're checking maybe aggregates, are just sufficient for St. Louis. And then having gone down through the system now, the BPA is St. Mary's, which is any day option. They choose here. And that is what the child got into because of the aggregates.
Okay.
Now let me come to the aggregate cutoff. There's nothing like a cutoff aggregate. Once you do you qualify to be placed. Competition, what particular school be our fire, and then they determine whether you make it there or you will not make it there. So I say the media aggregate, particular aggregate to be a school be but another school media. But so that's it. If I hold aggregate, say 10, that the Wesley Girls example I keep making, me science Wesley Girls are problem. In fact, media. But so 10 now, it be a program like visual arts with the same school now, possible. It's a competition in the determine said this year, so grade way was the last one in room after school year, man, because a rania man,
okay,
a yama, you make my yama at aggregate 6. You make my yama aggregate 20, 30, depending on the competition in the whole school. So there is no, you say, when you aggregate say, I see school way school where you first say no, there's nothing like that. A competition, and they determine how many people get in, and who the last person gets in.
Okay.
Now there was this issue about the Accra, also Accra High, got 2 days, or something like that. Again, if I were to get the index numbers now, I'm sure I'll be able to.
I'm my manager with my production team, so later we can check and then.
So if you look at it, now, index number, when you go in now, the school selection, because Obiafa 5 choices. First 4 choices you can take day or boarding the OPBA, but last choice it has to be day, and it has to be within baby Oko school. To me, baby which is invariably in baby Oko school. Day, and it has to be within 10 miles or 16 kilometers radius. It is a mete. Question is schools better than me. So in fact, the system will not even allow me. Me to go fast, me to go far down. Probably.
But make me a Fachimota.
Okay. Within the
make me a Accra Academy.
Okay. Because they are all within catchments. But me to go far Kaswa outside. 80. When any of your first 4 choices now be pure 5th choice, that is the school I will say. So when you Emubiana which we call as day, and that's what it is.
Okay, I mean, just 2 more calls. Nothing.
Sure.
Hello. Yes.
Very important. You see, I'll be very surprised if a headmaster is monetized. I'll tell you why. They get only 5%. And it's open to the category A schools, the top schools. Because there are some schools that protocol, in fact, there's so much space in protocol as in BF. But the schools are oversubscribed, The pressure on the headmasters, because old boys, which now council, old students, which now council, PTF, which now council. Your friend is saying, say a church, school, mission schooler, sorry, which now council. Staff are more extra or no. Omoma Esuka Rubio, original council. As I see a school, Mrs. Sonahim almost so original council. ABA, regional office, regional minister, Biba, now regional officials, EB, police, fire service.
Yeah, no, him for be a
80 a bayer, say headmaster B. Because Miami School, it drew admissions, I am a headmaster, Bobo. Because the pressure that he gets under. Now, say, Menshaka so 2 focus on the list of Bakra. Say, look, it's Mikata. Because you have 4,000. I say 6 something a year. Headmaster is entitled to only about 30 or so. 35. Because 35 would be 700. 35 or Chama is saying. Now, old boy, maybe a national secretary, boy, listen to the Concord. To say, baby, I would be surprised to say a top school head. A bit me at spaces.
Oh, I see.
I'll be extremely surprised. Because pressure, I go almost no. Because you'll be all students, they do a lot of projects. I'm sorry, say if a mission school, they support the schools. Now, almost as soon as you know, I say, Onje, Akorado. I'll be surprised some monetization between me and them. because there is so much demand for protocol kakana. 5% the amount so I'll be very surprised.
Okay. Many ura Rodney and Chroma Boateng press secretary to the president's representative at the Ministry of Education and an permanent architect come. Sanya afibia no and a pay so
I said oh you
was it?
Yes oh you
So
you said no energy.
Oh,
into next year.
And the next year,
you made the oil well.
Oh, not education minister.
Maybe I'm coming to see Ruth in Naomi. A friend who minister of Mama. Yeah. Friday.
Always a pleasure talking to you. Always. Oh, okay.
You say anyone 4 years I'm starting as Minister of Education.
Oh, not 4 years, paper. Congratulations. How about Juma?
I could be up and down.
How about Juma? Medasepa, Sir Ojebre, Eba, any betre, and Como, Eti, Mammy Moshi, Namin call press center. Vaccination, Yambo Sono, Ebi, Koso, Ewoho, many Abama, Missawa, and Tritrain, and Como. I'm sorry, to make good. Koso, Mammy.
CJ said better one says vaccine no almost the ma and Mpensenpensenmu na ebi aso and central force no so be 2% hanom anopaya asase na medical akase omodikan awo chairman na order National Media Commission and the ene ya bodu ayeboafo enti yencha ho kra no mema no akasakakra na and so be said I want to wait to the man.
Okay, Mameno and Casa.
Is that a boss?
Hello?
CJ,
okay, Mameno and Casa.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good morning.
Morning, Master.
Senior.
Nyamia Darum now, so.
Nyamia Daruma. Feeling it is saying vaccination ready.
Michelle. Feeling the new chew.
But I think can it is saying.
Oh, Yarea Abbey, you say, Yanya, a drone. Let's also evaluate and then my you a boy went to your way. I can't, dear. I guess I will walk by you.
Into
any human. Now, Obia, the name of the army 100 years. Then because I know that you the American say on what at the end, never the bank.
Me da se papa futu na me pesa odi twatwa na ode agyan because nipa bebre adwene no akoye kinsene niema ne nam social media ne nam framamu a pollute ya adwene nti vaccine no obi wo kra de pesa obeti din kra me say bo afo
de o se adedia e wo nipa ho bia bone ka ho ne papa so ye ka se yedi bone akidi a ane ko wan hwa ye nye bibia da nenso so Edia ene na yensia enro chana no na yatiatia
medase pa ma me no se na ye fa ensia enti ura boafo na me no atwetwe enkomo no ma me se wa
me pa cho madam Beatrice Asimeni Savage second person on so na director of editorial Ghana News Agency it's on member on na kasa
okay mama Ane Antibi and Kasa.
Okay.
Antibi, at the sign.
Patrol Adom 106.3.
Oh, what your vaccination where we on? At the sign, a question, one.
Boko.
Okay.
One
and then Futua, and the Magana for and can one more adjune ayamu kensene wo afa vaccine it's a niema and then am social media anti obi wo vaccine no one person obeje na ebeye mi say yese me vaccine no ebeye mi say yese me vaccine no ebeye mi say safo no yentu wo mfo antina fe minya kwan
yo minya se de mi di kan kai no
me de me wo ye man se boni bia wo na ne hye me nkwan so ba ko ne se me nua be ma e wo UK or ye nurse ni we di kan ya wo bi the same vaccine wa wo bi anya ne hwe nti me di se se de me ne wo mo jakro ya anya ne hwe na me so na nya ne hwe sa na de bi a hwe nti no obia obenya ho kwan bia on wo bi na on bo no ho ban na embo Ghana food na so ban
me da se pa mama sawa
yo me da
okay me da se pa
PJ
mama sawa
enti
twafoni ni chen wo ho nipa dodo sen wo mo wo ho etisen ho me pese me hunu sa foni no me me tie fo
se si ade elita wa ha metimi akasa ye da pro 100 ye be 100 ne wa ha na o hye media commission na o hye GJ now champagne food room now share or monka so almost the end essential for months of vaccine be mobile bia your doors no ha make me as president of the after Monday so me huno e wa ha no ma empanyin fo ni bin so etna say omo te pesi ameka say president of GJA e na omo de panel no bi e bona ono so e na dru no nti na ubisa ya na de wo mu no any power ha pa obi abọ no homoden so begele de na afei so apomodi adwuma efo na omo ba ha nan so omo ye omo safa mu de se de be ya bibia be content
me gidi sa wan so beje wo de anapa ya
PJ meje pa
fantastic Edimini ama me sa wan no de amane no efri International Press Center or de Abrain live on Adom 106.3 FM. Enti yes so na fe ye de Adom can happiness ye de 12 so ba chane so say Mpensenpensenmu no Puma drinks and soya cinema ye de ebre wo Puma drinks emu ye papa enti chane so na okay na onso pebi production team listo ekwadwo for George Swatigo Kofi Hassan DJ Awana na fe Ayoa 05 Madaroma na wo so ya cinema fe yedi dwumadi yedi bro Aisha na fe Caroline also eka team no ho a wo mo ebo adwuma pa the Chief Jai Fossen as always and my ref is all my council for Nsem Panel and my nom council Nsem Panel for those who talk to you about others talk to others about you and then again the price for greatness is responsibility. Have a lovely Tuesday. We are back on your radio tomorrow morning. Good morning.
FM 106.3.
Color Party, Adom FM, Asempa FM, Adom TV, AdomOnline.com, from Color Party this year. The Adom Winchine Cry, Ebe Brim, Achadia, Ebe Yahudia, Mobile Swap Fridge, Mobile Phones, and Achadia Ahudo Bebre. Color Party.
Say your Casa Dominion Herbal Powder, a young one Juma, and my immune system, and then Quabo will nip a Germany yet, then the senti, what I did, I resume Kunimua, and what dance be new.
I don't dare find my movie, Tina me do one dancing, and I say, me say
Dominion Herbal Powder, dear, Minia, and yet a month for dancing, and a bacon fool, near I yet a woman nipper diamono, a bro my drink, and a mentias so. Nipper biara, who per se, would do won't fear Yanko de Mawono, no would demean a dear, and my Dominion Herbal Powder, and Pau de Biara da. As someone at the Hono, Dominion Herbal Powder, and once one you so share will take up. Now that take it to us a biagumu, where Francis Yanum, where we Angels Dominion Herbal Center, one cocoa and a diaba, a pen for a baton more money for, and Quadawini.